Yo, what's pumping, people? So as you guys might be seeing in the title, today I'm going to be taking you guys through my first steroid cycle. Now, like I said in my last video, although I'm looking for some performance enhancement in the gym and perhaps some physique improvement, I would not be resorting to anything anabolic, any SARMs, or performance enhancing drugs. So if I'm not taking any of those steroids, then what am I taking? Well, what I'm going to be taking is turkesterone and ecdysterone. These are ecdysteroids. Now, you might be asking yourself, what are ecdysteroids? Well, ecdysteroids work as plant or insect steroids, but in humans only have a slightly anabolic effect. Unlike regular steroids, these steroids do not bind to the estrogen receptor or the androgen receptor, therefore your natural hormone production is not affected. In humans, these ecdysteroids elicit a slightly anabolic effect through beta receptor agonism, which in humans may only be slight with these ecdysteroids, but for me, I personally think it's worth a shot. Now, I personally believe that these ecdysteroids will be the next creatine, where, creatine can be found naturally occurring in food sources. The only thing is it's in such minimal amounts that it's going to be very difficult for you to actually achieve the amount that you require. Unless you want to eat a bunch of red meat. But chances are you don't want to eat several pounds of red meat a day just to hit the minimum amount of creatine you need in your diet to reap the benefits. Ecdysteroids are naturally occurring just like creatine. Laxogenin can be found in plants. Epicatechin can be found in cocoa and berries. And then there's ecdysterone, which can be found in mushrooms, asparagus, quinoa, and spinach. And that's what we're taking. We're going to be taking ecdysterone and turkesterone. Now, ecdysterone and namely turkesterone have been rising in popularity a lot lately thanks to Derek at More Plates More Dates, which he showed that his gorilla mind athletes taking turkesterone either 4 caps a day or 6 caps a day were seeing pretty good results in their strength and maintaining their physique even on calorie deficits. So since I'm looking for something to improve both my performance in the gym slightly and mainly improve my physique, I thought this would be the perfect thing for me to try without ruining my natural hormone production. Now, unfortunately, some people are non-responders, where they might respond really well to turkesterone or not at all, or they might respond really well to ecdysterone or not at all. Some people might respond really well to both, and some people might not respond to others. But typically, if one doesn't respond to one, they will respond to the other. Now, it is very common, or I won't necessarily say common, but there are a few people that see no benefits to taking turkesterone. So, although turkesterone has been shown to be about 20% more effective than ecdysterone is a lot less hit or miss. For most people, they do experience benefits with this, just not as much as turkesterone. But you're more likely to elicit a response with ecdysterone than with turkesterone, even though, like I said, turkesterone is the better response. Now, I believe, like creatine, you require an accumulation threshold, where in order to maximize efficacy and reap the benefits, you have to intake a certain amount. So that's why they always recommend loading periods with creatine, where you might have to take, I think, 25 to 28 grams a day for a week. You don't necessarily have to do that. The best thing to do, which is what I do, is I take 3 to 5 grams every day, and that's what I do. And so similarly, I think that's what happened with ecdysterone and turkesterone. A lot of people, namely gorilla mind athletes, did not straight away see a response because of one of two things. Either they were not taking an adequate enough dosage, or it hadn't been in their system long enough. So that's why, for me personally, I want to try out a couple different ecdysteroids. Now, the main ones I'm going to be trying are ecdysterone and turkesterone, but this isn't everything I'm going to be taking. I do have a few other things that I might be taking or plan on taking, such as laxogenin and sapogenics, maybe even epicatechin, but I do have different brands of ecdysterone as well. I have Muscle Empire ecdysterone, and I'm going to go over it in a later video why I'm taking different ones. I already explained a little bit that people will have different responses to these, but the most important thing is cost efficiency. Turkesterone, for example, this 500 milligram capsule, even though it is standardized with hydroxypropyl beta-cyclodextrin, which will increase absorption, these 500 milligram capsules, if you either have to take 4 capsules a day or 6 capsules a day, which means this bottle can last you anywhere from 10 days to 14 days, depending on what you require to take. And this bottle was $50. So in order for you to run Turkesterone for about a month, it's going to be about $150 for 3 bottles. Whereas something like Ecdysterone, which I didn't explain this, it's because Turkesterone, even with a hydroxypropyl beta-cyclodextrin, Turkesterone is only standardized to 10%. So your body is not able to absorb that much of it, unfortunately. Whereas something like Ecdysterone can be standardized to 95% or 97%. I believe Gorilla Minds or Intelligent Elephant Ecdysterone is going to be 98%. This one is I believe it's supposed to be either 95% or 97%. Now there are 60, 50 milligram, no. Yeah, there are 60, 50 milligram capsules. Now, these also have the hydroxypropyl beta-cyclodextrin complex. Although I don't know if they are formulated the same. I don't know if they're actually chemically bonded and formulated. But this, for example, if you were taking 2 capsules a day, because you're able to see a lot more of it due to the 98% standardization, you only have to take maybe 2 capsules of this, for example. So even though this is only 60 capsules, you can take 2 capsules a day, and this will also last you 30 days. And although this one is more expensive at $70 per bottle, this one is $50. Now, I'm not going to get too into it because this one, for example, is another version of beta-ecdysterone. This one is standardized as 275 milligram capsules, and this 180 capsule bottle was only $45. So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck here, but it all depends on efficacy, which is something I will talk about in a later video on what is the best ecdysteroid. For now, I'm just focusing on what I'm personally trying to see out of these ecdysteroids. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm currently on a cut. I'm trying to improve my physique, but at the same time I am lean bulking because I don't want to drastically decrease my calories in order to achieve a deficit, in order to lose weight, because that's been my issue, as I mentioned, over the past 5 years. I have constantly been in an extreme caloric deficit, so I have not been able to improve my metabolism over the past 5 years. And whenever I do end up losing the weight that I want to, I end up looking very small. So my main goal out of taking something like Turkesterone and Ecdysterone is that this time around I will be able to slowly and gradually increase my calories while maintaining my physique and potentially improving muscle mass. Now, I'm not expecting huge results out of this, but if I am able to maintain my physique, maintain my strength, while slowly, little by little, increasing my calories to improve my metabolism for long-term results, then this did its job. That is my main goal out of this. I am not expecting to see enormous anabolic effects out of this. I am not expecting to get diced. I am not expecting to get huge. I am not expecting to be able to eat like a fucking truck. I am expecting to just improve my current quality of life and improve my current muscle quality. That is pretty much my only goal out of this, to just improve a little bit on where I'm currently at, or helping me maintain where I'm at while gradually moving forward. Because the biggest thing that I want for myself is to maintain muscle mass, maintain leanness, but ultimately increase calories. And it's a little bit counterintuitive to increase calories while maintaining leanness, unless you're on something like steroids, or in this case, ecdysteroids. Ecdysteroids I am not expecting to work the same as steroids, but if they can help me even just a little bit, which, by the way, Turkesterone and Ecdysterone have been shown to elicit similar responses to something like D-bol and Anavor, but that's for another day. I will link that video for Derek at May Puts My Dates if you want to check that out, but I am not expecting full performance enhancing drug benefits out of this. I am expecting slight benefits out of this, and if I'm able to get that, then I'm happy and I got what I paid for. And ultimately, I just want to improve quality of life and muscle quality. So yeah, guys, that is my video on starting my first steroid cycle. If you guys want to join me with this journey, I'm going to start posting daily updates. And this video is starting my first steroid cycle, but I have already been going through this bottle first of Muscle Empire's beta ecdysterone that you can get on HR supplements. I'm almost done with this bottle, so pretty soon I will have an update on this. I will have a review on this, letting you guys know my results after about a month of taking this. But pretty soon I'm going to have weekly or bi-weekly updates of Turkesterone and Ecdysterone. So if you guys want to stick around for that, then please be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really enjoying this, and if other people, I'm perfectly fine with being a testing guinea pig. So if other people want to try out the same thing and see, my journey, that'd be absolutely great. So please stick around, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.